this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today, instead of a question, I thought I would do divination for the new year now that we're actually in it. And what I'm going to do is bring up my trusty tarot cards, and this is my own deck, the Tarot of Hecate, and I'm going to shuffle them up and draw 3 cards for the new year, just kind of generally across the board, and let's see what we get. We want to shuffle them up good and well, while focusing on our question of what to expect from year 2017 or 17 Aquarius, however you want to look at it. And for our first card, we've drawn the universe. And a lot of people are afraid of what's coming in this year, but with the card the universe, it actually looks pretty good. The universe is basically the card of getting what you most desire. It is kind of a successful end to your journey, or a successful plateau in your journey. It's a very positive card to receive. It represents all of the good things in the world and receiving them, which is not a card I would have expected for the coming year, but there it is. And for our second card, let us draw the Princess of Wands. And to me, the Princess of Wands represents being in a position where you have everything you need to do what you want to do, and yet holding back from it for some reason, perhaps fear, perhaps self-doubt. But when you draw this card, it says, go forward with what you want to do. Don't allow yourself to hold yourself back, because the princess is not held back by anyone else but herself. And therefore I take this as the card that says that everything you need is there. Go forward bravely and do what it is you desire to do. And if you choose not to, remember it was your own choice. And the third card, the Two of Cups. Now, in a personal reading, I would take this as romance, or at least a strong relationship with another person who is there either as a romantic partner or perhaps a business partner or perhaps just a very close relative or friend who is giving you help of some sort. In a question about the coming year across the board, I would take this to mean that we must all help each other. And rather than trying to stand alone, we need to make common cause. So the 3 together basically say to me that we can have a really good year if we remember to do what we know we want to do, what we need to do, and don't hold ourselves back, and also are willing to work together. And I have to say that's a better reading than I was expecting, because as I say, this is certainly a year that many people are looking at with trepidation. But based on that reading, I would say that we perhaps have more hope to achieve the things we desire than we might have thought. Of course, every person has a different path in the year as they have in every day of their lives. So if you want to know what the year holds for you specifically, draw your own cards, and you may find that they're different because everyone's path is different. But from my point of view, drawing in general, this is what I got. Let me draw one just for myself for the coming year. What will the year mean to me? And I've drawn Fortune. And as I read Fortune, and people do read them differently, I read Fortune as a gift from fate, meaning that that which is needed will be put into my hands. With Fortune, you have help in achieving what you desire, not necessarily through your own work alone, but because the universe is moving with you. So that also is really good. And I have to say, I wasn't necessarily expecting a really good reading, but we've gotten really good cards. Now, I'd like to ask people who are watching this, if you are a person who reads tarot, if you have your own deck, I'd like you to draw your own cards and post the results in the comments section. I would like to see what people are getting. I would like to see what your own divination tells you and whether it lines up with mine, whether they complement, whether perhaps you have a different fate in store. And of course, we must also remember that whatever we get in divination, we still have the power to change. Because why else do we study magic? Why else do we do all of this work if not to be able to change, or at least to work with, what is in the cards? So I would like to see what you get, and again, I think for me the most important part of the cards that I have drawn is the idea of working together, because there are so many different people who have so many different issues that are complementary to one another, yet they don't talk. They don't reach across the lines. And if they reached across the lines, they would be a much larger group than they are separately. And seeing that in the cards actually makes me feel pretty good about this year. So, this would be my offering for today. I hope you find it helpful, and until next time, may you blessed be. The Tarot of Hecate. My 100-card tarot deck, 30 years in the making, finally available to you from witchschoolstore.com. Check out a copy today.